Good morning, Pastor David.
Howdy, Deacon Paul, and howdy to the shut-ins at home. Amen and hallelujah. Get your Tylenol ready. It's time for the old gospel fudge party at the Bronson Church.
Jamboree.
Here we are. We're going to get started pretty soon.
So set your VCRs.
So go ahead and set your VCRs to stun, and we'll turn the page in the Gospel Manifesto.
We've got a lot of nice songs today.
I'm excited,
I mean, some of our standard songs, one's from the Manifesto.
That's
right.
right.
There's a song or two from the Manifesto.
That's exciting.
Boy.
Everybody with one at home can sing along.
That's right, folks. And one of these days, we're going to sing a song like a standard, like a one that everybody knows. And we're going to have you be the lead singers, and we're going to sing two harmony parts while you sing the lead. Won't that be fun? It's like interactive.
If you want to be prepared, I think we're next church we're going to do Renegade by Styx. So learn your part.
Learn your part, and then we'll just do the harmony parts on either sides. Yeah. Well, it doesn't get much older than this old standard here.
It's a good one. Shall we gather at the river?
Let's gather at the river. And we got the river.
It's right over there somewhere.
Right down the hill, just a piece.
It's currently not even on fire, so that's...
This is the part that didn't get burned.
That's right. It's been months since that river's caught on fire.
Exactly. I'll kick it off on the 05.
All right.
1, 2, 3. Shall we gather at the river where bright angel feet have front? With this crystal tide forever flowing by the throne of God. Yes, we'll gather at the river, the beautiful, beautiful river. Gather with the saints at the river that flows by the throne of God. Soon we'll reach the shining river. Soon our pilgrimage will cease. Soon our happy hearts will quiver with the melody of peace. Yes, we'll gather at the river, the beautiful, beautiful river. Gather with the saints at the river that flows by the throne of God. Ere we reach the shining river, lay we every burden down. Grace our spirits will deliver and provide a robe and crown. Yes, we'll gather at the river, the beautiful, beautiful river. Gather with the saints at the river that flows by the throne of God. Play a verse for us. Yes, we'll gather at the river, the beautiful, beautiful river. Gather with the saints at the river that flows by the throne of God. That flows by the throne of God. Oh, feels good to sing that song.
That's a good one.
Now, if we only had Gather at the Peninsula or Gather at the Winking Lizard,
We'll gather at the lizard. Well, they ought to give us some free
something.
French fried
fries.
sweet potatoes or something for that plug. The old gospel plug.
The people that don't know, there's people in England that don't know that there's a restaurant called the Winking Lizard right here in Peninsula.
Is that true?
In England, they don't know that.
Oh, that's right. Well,
In England, a winking lizard is a completely different thing. They call it lunch, I think, or brunch. I don't know.
Well, we haven't really left the church in a while, but we're getting ready to. You've been vaccinated yet?
I plan to be on the 20th is my
All right.
appointment. Yeah,
And then we can walk around Peninsula and see the outside world. That'll be exciting.
You were a little restless in your hammock.
You got both your shots?
Both my shots.
You got a shot. You got a shot. I'm the only one who remains unassimilated.
And you got both your shots.
Well, David, I've wanted to shoot you a few times over the years, but
Get in line, brother.
don't be laughing. That was true.
Well, I don't know. I figure I'm pretty much well vaccinated enough because I eat all the dumpster food that Eddie brings me from all around Peninsula. He's probably got enough COVID on it.
If you can live through that, you can live through most anything. I'm not making excuses, David, but a big branch whacked me in my thumb right here.
Oh, good
on
heavens.
that side. That's right where the old thumb pick clamps over top of that. So I might be grimacing a little bit during
Well,
this while
I
play
wish
the
you'd have
banjo.
told me. We could have gone over to Ernest Ainsley's this morning.
that's what
and
I was
he could
gonna
have
say.
laid hands on you.
Yeah, if I'd have gone over to the cathedral of yesterday and have Ernest Ainsley heal my thumb.
Woo! He'll do it for free if you buy the lunch buffet.
Oh, heaven's lights are shining. Well, some have mothers who are gone. Some have mothers who are gone. Well, yonder in that new bright world, that headlight is shining on me. Oh, that headlight is shining, yes, it's shining on me. Headlight is shining, yes, it's shining on me. Way up yonder in that new bright world, that headlight is shining on me. Now some have friends who are gone. Some have friends who are gone. Well, up yonder in that new brown world, that heaven light is shining on me. The heaven light is shining, yes, it's shining on me. Heaven light is shining, yes, it's shining on me. Way up yonder in that new bright world, that heaven light is shining on me. Now some have neighbors who are gone. Some have neighbors who are gone. Well, up yonder in that new bright world, that heaven light is shining on me. Heaven light is shining, yes, it's shining on me. Heaven light is shining, yes, it's shining on me. Way up yonder in that new bright world, that heaven light is shining on me. Oh, that heaven light is shining, yes, it's shining on me. Heaven light is shining on me. Way up yonder in that new bright world, that heaven light is shining on me. It's a shining morning too.
That's
I
right.
don't know if that light comes from heaven, but
Well, when we were singing that song, the front door blew open and the heaven's lights shined on in. It was
a message.
serendipitous.
serendipity in action. Either that or we got to get that door fixed. I've been telling
Yeah.
you to get that thing fixed.
Well,
You know, the problem is the Bronson Church is a historic building, and for us to fix that door, we got to find a lock from like 1833.
Yeah.
When was that? 1833? Is that when this place got built? 18. Or maybe that's.
1839.
Wait a minute. The Martin Guitar Company started. What does it say there?
1833.
Oh,
Well,
Lordy Lord.
the Martin guitars are older than the Bronson Church by 5 years.
You can math in your head? Wow,
Well,
that's
I
awesome.
did a little ciphering. Go ahead. You want me to show you how I do it?
Yeah.
Okay, here's
You have
two.
to take your shoes off?
Nope, here's
Okay.
2 plus 2. 4. You want to see a hard one?
Yeah.
25 and 25. 50.
Ernest T., you've been going to school.
Well, I just know enough ciphering so I don't get took at the bank.
So this is one from the Gospel Manifesto.
This is sort of a medley of our hit.
There's no hiding place down
There's no hiding place down here. You can run, but you can't hide.
Especially here in the Bronson Church, because there's really only this room and the little room over here.
Yeah, there's the choir loft, but
There's the hammocks where
Yeah.
we sleep at night, but yeah, there is that. I guess you could hide in here if you tried, but you'd be found.
that's right. Once was lost, but now you're found.
If you got hypocrite shoes on, we're going to find you.
I wore my hypocrite shoes.
1, 2, 3. Sister Mary, she wears a golden chain. Sister Mary, she wears a golden chain. Sister Mary wears a golden chain. On each link is Jesus' name. There's no hiding place down here. There's no hiding place down here. There's no hiding place down here. Well, I run to the rock and I hide my face. Rock right out, no hiding place. There's no hiding place down here. Come on. I'll pitch my tent on the old campground. Gonna pitch my tent on the old campground. Gonna pitch my tent on the old campground. Give old Satan one more round. There's no hiding place down here. No hiding place down here. There's no hiding place down here. Well, I run to the rock and I hide my face. Rock right out, no hiding place. There's no hiding place down here. Well, the devil, he wears a hypocrite shoes. He wears a hypocrite shoes. Well, the devil wears a hypocrite shoes. If you don't much, I'm gonna slip on you. There's no hiding place down here. There's no hiding place down here. There's no hiding place down here. Well, run to the rock and I hide my face. Rock right out, no hiding place. There's no hiding place down here. Go on. Well, there's no hiding place down here. There's no hiding place down here. Well, run to the rock and hide my face. Rock right out, no hiding place. There's no hiding place down here.
Paul, did you have a coffee this morning?
Yeah,
I had one too.
I had a double presto.
You had a double presto?
Yeah, what'd you have?
I had Sanka decaf. You just put a little warm water in it, and it turns into coffee.
Wow. Never heard of that before.
It doesn't work.
It's like normal coffee works, right? Oh, okay. I think I just got. That wasn't fun, but it was fun, but it wasn't comfortable. I'm going to Ernest Ainsley's afterwards. And how can I tell where Ernest Ainsley's place is? Why, there's a tall cross, as tall as you can imagine, but they never put the side part on. It's just like the lower part first. They're working on the other part.
Well, we're in a recession, Paul.
I know.
You know.
Can't have the crossbars for everything.
We need the wood.
Wood for the war effort. How you feeling? You got a song you want to sing us here?
Oh, I'd like to sing a little bit. How about Angel Band? This was written by Carter Stanley.
Was it?
Well, that's what Stanley
Stanley.
Brothers Records claim.
Yeah, they had a way of doing that. A lot of the old timers, they take a song, change one word, put a drop chord in there, and call it their own.
Oh, yeah.
That's tradition.
I want to play you a song I wrote later called Bridge Over Troubled River.
Yeah, I'm anxious to hear that one. Yeah, okay. The Angel Band.
My latest sun is sinking fast. My race is nearly run. My strongest trials now are past. Victory has begun. Oh, come, angel band, come and around me stand. Oh, bear me away on your snow white wings to my immortal home. Oh, bear me away on your snow white wings to my immortal home. Oh, bear my longing heart to him who bled and died for me, whose blood now cleanses from all sin and gives me victory. Oh, come, angel band, come and around me stand. Oh, bear me away on your snow white wings to my immortal home. Oh, bear me away on your snow white wings to my immortal home. Oh, bear me away on your snow white wings to my immortal home. And the crowd goes mild. Well, let's turn the page.
You remember the old gospel church lady that plays the organ here? She's the organist.
Yeah, that old widow woman.
She's an old widow woman.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyhow, Caroline.
Carol?
Old Caroline.
Carol?
Caroline. Well, she's not that old, but she is our organist, and I went to the funeral in one of those Catholic churches.
Oh, you went to Catholic church.
I went to a Catholic church, and we went to their service. in the Catholic Church, they call it a mass. They don't call it a hootenanny like they do here.
Well, what?
Yeah, mass.
What? Tell me more about this Catholic Church, Paul.
Well, we had mass, and we sat there, and we didn't do a lot of singing, but we did a lot of listening to some nice preaching. You had a good preacher there.
Well, that's good.
So some of the people were pretty sad. They talked about their old aunt. I'm talking about Dorothy Karras. Dorothy Karras, that's who passed away. You remember Bufo? Bufo Goes Where Santa Goes?
Bufo the dog, yeah.
Bufo the dog.
You brought that dog to the GAR hall once.
Right.
I met him.
And the originator of that story is Joe King, and this was his sister. So that's why we're all at the Catholic Church. And I always collect these little things. You can peel that right off of
Yeah.
there. I love collecting these little cards they give you at the right at the door when you get in there. I'm used to them stamping the back of your hand, but they actually give you a card at the Catholic Church. They don't
Wow.
just stamp the back of your hand.
Well, here at the Bronson, we get those little yellow paper wristbands.
Get the little paper wristbands. Well, this is what they gave you at the Catholic Church. And so I always collect them. It's funny, I put them in the inside pocket of my sport coat, and about a year later, I reach in there looking for a breath mint or something, and I find one of those cards. I go, oh, yeah, this is the jacket I wore to so-and-so's funeral. Anyhow, it's a nice picture of the baby and Madonna, Christ child. And on the back...
This is before she recorded Material Girl.
And so on the back, show the back. They can't possibly read that, but they don't have to, because I kind of came up with this melody, and it's a real nice poem on the back called Miss Me. And I think that...
We got folk, just as I pulled away.
Yeah, well.
That's the story of life.
So anyhow, you can't keep that, but I just thought I'd bring that little thing along because I really like those.
That's exciting. And so this is a poem that Dorothy wrote?
No,
Just
this is a
on
poem
her.
that they put on the back, and usually you can find all kinds of things on the backs of these cards. Sometimes you find scriptures, and other times you find just some things about the person that died. Most of the time, you don't find beautiful poems like this. So I thought that I read that, and I go, well, I want this to be a poem. So.
Paul, before we do this, I just want to go ahead and tell you now what I'd like it to say on the back of my card at my funeral, because I imagine you'll be in charge.
Have
of
you
that.
figured that all out?
Yeah, I'd just like it to say, "Your ad here." Trying to make
Your ad here.
Make a little extra money. Next time someone might buy.
Well, I think it was the great prophet Yogi Berra that said, if you don't go to their funeral, they won't come to yours.
That's good thinking.
When I come to the end of the road and sun has set for me, I want no rights in a gloom-filled room. Why cry for a soul set free? Miss me a little, but not too long, and not with your head bowed low. Remember the love that we once shared. Well, miss me, but then let me go. This journey we all must take, and search must go it alone. It's all a part of the master plan, and step on the road to home. So when you are lonely and sick of heart, go to the friends we know, and bury your sorrows in doing good deeds. Well, miss me, but should make that into a song.
We should put that on the gospel album.
That's right, folks. David and I, in private conversation, we often our conversation turns to, are we ever going to make a little gospel cassette?
I think we should.
for
We're
the
gonna
friends.
make it on cassette and 8-track only.
Not floppy disk. We're gonna.
We could do a limited run
floppy disk.
floppy disk. Music sounds the best on floppy disk. You'd be surprised.
I'd love to be that
It's
surprised.
that floppy tone.
Ah.
Well,
So we have a new sponsor here.
oh, that's exciting.
You wanna talk about our today's sponsor
Well-
for just today's show?
Just today's show, why don't you tell me what it is?
Well, David, I'll tell you a hint. It's white on the outside and brown on the inside,
Just like the Bronson Church.
just like the Bronson Church and all the fans and all the,
Just like you and me, Paul.
because we're
We're white on the outside and brown on the inside.
Yep, 'cause
And so
everybody-
is today's sponsor, Zero Candy Bars, made from the Zero Candy Bar Company. Now you can eat them. You can put that crap right down your rat hole and swallow it. And 100% of all the money from all the candy goes to the candy company.
Wait a minute.
But they should give us some.
Here is an actual Zero bar.
Wow.
There it is. It's white on the outside and
Look at that.
brown on the inside.
Paul,
You can have this one then. No problem. It's good. They're good.
Touch it all over the place?
All right. Okay. Whatever.
You'd be surprised to know all the wholesome ingredients that are in a Zero candy bar, Paul. Corn syrup,
What's that, David?
vegetable oil, sunflower oil, palm oil, wheat flour, baking soda, sorbitan triglycerate. So they're actually called Zero bars because there's zero food in them. So that's exciting. 230 calories.
There are 0 grams of healthful nutrition.
So
Anyhow.
everyone, if you want one of these at home, here you go. I don't know how streaming works, but
I had a dream last night, David.
oh well, if it's anything like the last stream you told me about, I don't think we can talk about it on the.
I was thinking
Microphone.
about how we're going to make a gospel cassette, and that we're going to kind of merchandise this the Bronson Church shows. And I just crossed my head. Then I went to sleep, and I had this dream, and all of a sudden, I dreamt that we were turning the beautiful little Bronson Church into this big mass marketing thing. This was a dream. And that you came up to me and said, I've got a brand new an item for the marketplace. David Mayfield, Pastor David Mayfield, sport boxer briefs. I said, really? He goes, yeah, they're white on the outside and brown on the inside. And I go, well, you know, a two-tone pair of boxer briefs. Hey, where did he go? I just meant they were, like 2 tones. You could turn them inside out if you wanted to. Anyhow, just a dream. Then I woke up and I realized that it was just a dream.
Well,
Maybe
it's not a dream, Paul.
you can't control your mind when you're having a dream.
I had a dream that you and I were hobos. We were living on the towpath, and we had a little peanut butter and jelly sandwich and an apple wrapped up on a stick, and you and I, we walked down there, and we lived
That's my childhood
for
right
some time. Happy, no other people to bother us, just you and me, Paul.
there. Often when I'm driving along the interstate and I see, like even in cities, and I see like a little area that's kind of bushy with trees and a lot of underbrush, I think, I could live there. I could set up a tent, like a camouflage tent in there, and I could live there.
I believe you could.
Yeah. Anyhow,
Let's do a hoboing song.
Hobo and song. Well, the holy man say the world's in decay. There's moral depression at hand. Maybe I'm depressed as all of the rest, but I'm doing the best that I can. double dog there to show me just where the proof is that I've gone astray. All the wildest oats I've sown, the women I've known, I've loved in the most heavenly way. I harbor affection for the wondrous selection, the things for which I'm not ashamed. So when Gabriel cuts loose, I'll just hop that caboose and I'll ride that glory-bound train. I'm a hobo on a freight train to heaven. I ain't got a ticket, I'm just feeling a ride. I'm not welcome aboard the train to the Lord, but I'll bet he'll be glad that I tried. I'm a hobo on a freight train to heaven. I ain't got a ticket, I'm just stealing a ride. I'm not welcome aboard the train to the Lord, but I'll bet he'll be glad that I tried. I'm not welcome aboard the train to the Lord, but I'll bet he'll be glad that I tried. Oh, yeah.
I like that one.
You know, you got to try. Even if you don't have a ticket to heaven, you got to still try.
That's right. You got to get in line.
Sneak around the gate.
Oh yeah, I've thought about that, sneaking into heaven before.
Have you?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna wait till the last minute and then like have a distraction planned, and sneak in the back.
I just hope there's some scrubby brush along the interstate up in heaven that I can put up a little tent when I get there.
Yeah, you can. I could sleep there.
I can't imagine it would cost them all that much to house me for eternity if I camped out the whole time.
And you know what? I just saw on Facebook that two friends of ours, Sammy, Christoph, and Carrie Ann, had their baby.
They had a baby.
They had a baby, a little boy.
Well, howdy, little bouncing baby boy.
Yeah.
They ought to bring that baby down here and we could maybe baptize him in
yeah.
a special sort of way.
Absolutely.
Baptize him with 0 bars.
We use here at the Bronson Church. We use that flavored holy water.
There is a little thing back there.
So.
I didn't see that.
Oh.
Actually, the milk from a 0 bar works really good for baptisms.
You can. Oh, I didn't know you could milk those bars.
Yeah, you can. Just leave them on your dashboard when the sun's out, and then you can just drink them. They're like juice boxes.
All right. Well.
That's not been proven, folks. The FDA doesn't know about that, but anecdotally, it works rather.
What's it the antidote for?
For being thirsty. I don't know. For being unbaptized. There's a lot of things you can use it for.
These are more great ideas to, you're talking about merchandise and all that. It kind of gave me a little idea. What if we tried to somehow monetize religion?
No, that would never work. Are you kidding me?
Think about it.
You mean people would send in postcards with dollar bills taped to them or something like that? I don't know.
We've probably all the postcards we've received over the last few weeks.
That's kind of proof in itself that there's more research that needs to be done in that regard. But
I think it's promising. We're dozenonaires now if we split that money.
Monetizing religion. No, I don't think it would work. A true Christian would never kind of do that. So let's just leave it at that.
All right, let's keep it free.
Keep it free.
All right, it's a good idea.
Everybody's welcome here at the Bronson Church. It doesn't matter which God you fear, you're welcome here. Hey, that sounds like a little jingle. Well, Dorothy Kara, she passed away back in December, actually. So we sang that little song about her. And this is for all the folks who either have gone home or know someone who's gone home. Called Gone Home.
Pretty title on the nose.
All my friends that I loved yesterday, gone
They
home,
have gone home.
gone
They
home.
have gone home.
Songbirds that sing in the dell seem to say, gone
They
home,
have gone home.
gone
They
home.
have gone home.
They join the heavenly fold. They're walking the streets of pure gold. They've left one by one when their work here is done. Gone
They have
home,
gone home.
gone
They have gone
home. Life here is lonely since they've gone before. Gone
They
home,
have gone home.
gone
They
home.
have gone home.
The old weeping willow that stands by the door seems to say,
They have gone home.
gone
They've
home.
gone home.
They've joined the heavenly fold. They're walking the streets of pure gold. They've left one by one when their work here was done. Gone
They
home,
have gone home.
gone
They have gone
home. The trumpet will sound on that great judgment day. Gone home, gone
They've
home.
gone home.
We'll see all our friends that have gone on that way. Gone home,
They've gone home.
gone
They've
home.
gone home.
They've joined the heavenly fold. They're walking the streets of pure gold. They've left one by one when their work here was done. Gone
They've
home,
gone home.
gone home.
They have gone home. That's a pretty one, Paul. You sound like just like a Botticelli angel singing that song.
If I had a bottle of chili in front of me right now, I'd sip on it.
That reminds me, I got a fancy new thermos.
Really?
Yeah, I went down to the thermos store. And
Thermoses are us.
That's right, and the friendly fella down there, Chad, helped me pick out a thermos, and I got a fancy one. It keeps hot things hot, and it keeps cold things cold. That's right.
Amazing.
I got it full of chili and iced tea right now. How does it know? It's amazing.
How do it know? It's an amazing thermos.
Science.
Is it? It's not by chance white on the outside and brown on the inside, is it?
Well, I'm not sure what color it is on the inside. Chili and iced tea color.
Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely brown. Well, we're going to do another song here titled Keep Your Lamp Trimmed and Burning. Now, I do have a couple of oil lamps, and you do have to keep those wicks just right. The whole success of that little hurricane lamp has to do with how well you keep your wick trimmed.
Wow. We're not that fancy around here. We're still using candle power.
I see that.
Here, all the microphones are powered by candle too.
Yeah. That's why it sounds a little funny sometimes. But
Yeah.
if it gets a little hot, that's why.
Right. These microphones can overload, and then we sound out of key or out of time. It's amazing.
You have to blow out 1 or 2 candles. So here, I was listening to Blind Willie Johnson. So blind he can't see.
That's blind as hell.
It's really blind. And Blind Willie Johnson is attributed to writing "Keep Your Lamp Trimmed and Burning," and that's just we call it a metaphor.
Oh.
A metaphor for keeping your nose straight and staying on the right.
Oh.
It's like you're on my right, so you're staying on the right.
Yeah, I know on the towpath when bikes come, you got to stay on the right,
Yeah, that's
or they'll run you over.
and you'll deserve it. That's little devilment. That's how devilment works, David. You don't move to the right, and all of a sudden, you get hit by a Schwinn.
That's right.
Get nailed by a Schwinn.
You better get right, or you're going to get hit.
Let me read this. It says, "It's the parable of the wise and foolish virgins found in the Gospel of Matthew." Picking up
Hold on. The wise and foolish virgins?
the parable of the wise and foolish virgins. It's found in the Gospel of Matthew at the book of Matthew, and the verse is, pick a number between 24 and 26.
Me, right
Yeah,
now?
yeah.
25.
Yeah, exactly. That's the verse 25, it's 1 through 13, verse 25, or to the verse of the Gospel of Luke. Pick a number between, say, 11 and 13. Any number.
2-teen.
12.
12.
That's right.
I knew it was close.
That's right.
How come, real quick, how come there's no, 11-teen or 10-teen? Let's figure that out.
It's God's,
Wait, back to the...
It's God's way, David.
Yeah, this is the way?
This is the way. No. Anyhow, Gospel of Luke, Gospel of Matthew, those are pretty high ranking. They were like first round draft picks, I think, back in the day.
Yeah.
But the song, the parable, talks about keeping your lamp trimmed and burning. The song was written by Willie Johnson, old blues guy, so this is kind of a blues one. So we're going to do it. We're going to do it the best we can with what we got.
Yeah.
You got a blue shirt on. That might be as
This
close
is close
as
we
we
get
come.
to the blues.
Keep your lamp, keep your lamp, keep your lamp. See what the Lord has done. Brother,
Don't you worry.
brother, don't
you worry.
brother, don't.
Don't you worry.
For the work is almost done. Keep your lamp, keep your lamp, keep your lamp. See what the Lord has done. Heaven's journey,
It's almost over.
Heaven's journey.
It's almost over.
heaven's journey.
Almost over.
See what the Lord has done. Keep your lamp,
Trimmed and burning.
keep your lamp,
Trimmed and burning.
keep your lamp.
Trimmed and burning.
See what the Lord has done.
the Lord has done.
Well, keep your lane.
Trimmed and burning.
Keep your lane.
Trimmed and burning.
Keep your
Trimmed and
lane.
burning.
See what the Lord has done. Oh,
like
the
that one.
wise and foolish virgins.
Yep, that's also would be a good name for our duo.
Let's put that on the list.
The wise and foolish virgins.
Here at the Bronson Church.
Well,
I think we decided to do this in D.
D. It's
It's all over the place.
this is a sad one right here.
I think you sing on the lead on this one here. Bill Monroe, he fathered Bluegrass. And he's still considered their father.
This one's about his father and mother.
And you can probably think about your fathers and mothers while we sing this song.
That's right. And if you go to their grave, what it says on the tombstone in the song, it really says that.
It really says that.
Yeah.
And we'll reveal that secret message in 2 weeks. Next.
Yeah.
No, this is a beautiful song. Bill Monroe was accused of writing true songs, like Uncle Pen, the song about his uncle, and Memories of Mother and Dad, very true, like it comes right from that. And of course, Little Georgia Rose, which was about an illegitimate child that he had down in Georgia about 75 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Boy, I didn't take you for one for gossip, Paul, but
I read it in a history book.
all right.
Want to just hit it? Now, mother. I'm sorry. Now, mother left this world of sorrow. Our home was silent and so sad. And Dad took sick and had to leave us. I have no home, no mother, no dad. There's a little lonesome graveyard. On these tombstones there they say, on mother's gone but not forgotten. On dad's we'll meet again someday. I often go out to the graveyard where they laid them down to rest, and I can almost hear them whisper, trust in God, He'll do the rest. There's a little lonesome graveyard. On these tombstones there they say, on mother's gone but not forgotten. On dad's we'll meet again someday. Their souls have gone up to heaven, where they'll dwell with God above, where they'll meet their friends and loved ones and share in all His precious love. There Bothered Bluegrass.
That one kind of makes me sad. Well, let's see here. We got coming to the end.
My mother and father have all passed on. They've both passed on. And they're buried in a little graveyard not far from my farm up in Chardon. And the inscription on their headstone, it's in Slovenian, and I can't read it. And I don't really know what it means exactly.
Well,
But,
we'll get the internet sleuths out there on the case, folks, if you can decipher. If anyone can read Slovenian.
Slovenian or Slovenian?
Slovenial. I don't know. Something weird.
That's right. It's like an off chord. All right, David. Well, Ernest, I'm coming. I'm coming to you. Fix my thumb.
Is that where you're going after this? Get
Absolutely.
healed?
Yeah. Just my thumb part,
Yeah.
not the rest of me. The rest of me born right the first time. Except for this thumb. Could sure use some rebirth, I'll tell you that. Suffrage.
That's
when
right.
they talk about suffrage, this is what they're talking about.
You're a martyr for the Bluegrass Gospel Hour today. Your thumb is, at least.
My thumb B. Should I tune this? David?
You going up there in that A chord?
Um,
Might as well.
Yeah, let's try it in A just for fun. So, I think it's a good time to let the folks listening in, the shut-in people and the non-shut-in peoples, that you're going to be on a mission. You're doing some missionary work.
Doing some missionary work
in a couple weeks.
next time around. Yep.
So,
But the show must go on.
that's right. You're going to go down to where? Music City, USA, do a little
I'll be down in around
show.
Nashville, Tennessee. Yes, sir.
And we have secured Brother Ronnie Bonkowski
Oh,
to come
my goodness.
and just kind of
Bringing in a ringer.
the best he can to uphold your end of the bargain.
Well, it won't be hard. I'm easy to replace.
No, I wouldn't say that much. Able to no.
Able to be replaced.
No, Ronnie's going to come, and RB. All the banjo players out there know TB stands for tenor Bonkowski, and PB stands for plectrum Bonkowski, and
Ooh.
RB stands for regular Bonkowski,
Or rhythm Bonkowski.
or Ron Bonkowski, all three. Well,
Paul and Silas bound in jail.
all night long,
Paul and Silas bound in jail.
all night long,
Paul and Silas bound in jail.
all night long,
Singing, who shall deliver for me? Jailer come and lock the jail.
all night long,
Jailer come and lock the jail.
all night long,
Jailer come and lock the jail.
all night long,
Singing, who shall
deliver for me.
Paul and Silas bound in jail.
All night long, all of Silas bound in jail. All night long, all of Silas bound in jail. All night long, singing, who shall deliver for me?
That old jail it reeled and rocked.
All night long,
That old jail it reeled and rocked.
all night long,
That old jail it reeled and rocked.
all night long, singing, who shall deliver for me? All of Silas bound in jail. All night long, all of Silas bound in jail. All night long, all of Silas bound in jail. All night long, singing, who shall deliver for me?
Well, the Hebrew children burning fire all night long. To keep her children in the burning fire all night long. Keep her children in the burning fire all night long, singing, who shall deliver for me? Paul and Silas bound in jail all night long. Paul and Silas bound in jail all night long. Paul and Silas bound in jail all night long, singing, who shall deliver for me?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I believe we've come to the end of the old gospel hour here at the Bronson Church. I want to thank everybody for listening. Paul, I want to thank you for listening. And
Oh, I was supposed to listen?
you're supposed,
I'm sorry.
yeah, every once in a while it helps.
It's hard for me to listen anymore, David, with for a year now having your tenor voice sung in this ear. It don't respond like it used to, but if I go like this, I can hear a little bit better to you. So
Huh?
that's another thing I'm going to talk to Ernest about.
Oh, yeah, have him look at your ear.
This thumb and that ear, the tenor ear.
I'm going to see if he can have me absolved of that Piggly Wiggly I knocked over in Yazoo a few years ago.
Buddy, if you got the 800 number memorized, I think he can absolve you of any indiscretion that you might have done in your weak moments.
All right, that's good to know.
Oh
Whoa.
boy, that ain't right there.
Yeah, we're gonna have a real quick banjo exorcism and get this demon out of here. And then we'll play our final number. What is our final number?
Yeah, our final number is one that Bill Monroe.
Have we ever played this together?
I don't know.
Well, seems like a good song for the finale.
Right. They can't throw anything if we run off the stage.
That's right. Well, it's noon. Most people are drunk by now anyway.
That's right. This is the song that Bill Monroe closed many shows with. And when, this is a little country music history, folks. When Bill Monroe and Ira Louvin, they were both great tenor singers, and they said, whoever dies first, the other one sings at the funeral. And sure enough, Ira Louvin died in a big head-on car crash in about 63 or 4 or something like that.
Sounds right.
And Bill Monroe dropped what he was doing. He was somewhere in Missouri, and he dropped what he was doing, and he went to Ira Louvin's funeral and sang "Swing Low, Sweet Chariot." That's what we're going to do right now. That's the
All
one
right.
we've never done before.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. If you get there before I do, come for to carry me home. Well, tell all my friends I'm coming there too. Coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot. Coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot. Coming for to carry me home. I looked over Jordan and what do I see? Coming for to carry me home. And a band of angels is coming after me. Coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot. Coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot. Coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home.